All right, hello. I don't know what that
Hello.
was, but Mana's
God,
screaming.
I can hear. We're so excited.
You can
Hello.
hear. I fixed it.
Yay.
We did the thing.
We did the thing. I did one good thing. Guess I should make sure that everyone can hear you guys.
Can you hear us?
Yay, you're showing up too. Yay!
I hear
Yay.
things. Yeah.
Maverick, stop it.
All right. Hi guys. We're all together. We have not been all together since November 17th, and I can tell you that because I had to grab the title off of the last video, and it was almost expired. So,
Oh shit.
by the way, apparently my video on demand expiration is 60 days, not 30, like I thought. So,
Huh.
neat.
Oh, well,
Neat.
learn something new every day.
I know. So, I'm Kels. I'm the moron behind the controller. I play Dionosuke Naruhodo, and I think that's it. And occasionally Bailiff Elmo when...
When the mood
Exactly.
comes by.
Hello, I am Manabingu. I am your resident voice actor. I make screaming noises occasionally. That's it.
Woo!
I am Lemur. I am the group dog mom.
Amen.
And I also make squawking sounds, but usually it's because of my dogs. And of course, standard. I did put Cookie, the bird, to bed. So we'll see if she makes an appearance. Maverick's already on his
Cameo.
bullshit. So, and Leia's sitting under me, so I'm sure this was gonna go super well for me.
I mean,
Yeah.
Finn did already soak his own tail, so,
Oh my god, yeah. So we were talking earlier, and Finn. So normally when my dogs walk by me, I'll like pat their back and like kind of just like I don't yank their tail because I've made that mistake before. I've gotten bit in the face by a dog that I've yanked their tail. I was like 5 and I deserved it. But that's a whole other thing. So I normally like kind of like stroke their tail as they walk by, and so Finn is walking by me, and as I get to the tail, it's cold and wet, and it was a horrible experience, and I wanted to die.
I could hear the trauma.
It was a bad texture, and I was exploding.
All right.
One last bit of Shepherd news. Friday was Maverick's 3rd birthday.
Yay!
Maverick is now 3. And next Shepherd birthday is Finn, and he'll be 5 in April.
Yay!
Ayo.
My chaos baby is growing up.
They're a bigger chaos baby.
I know. He's still pretty big. Like,
Yeah, Finn and
he's
Maverick.
a small horse.
Yeah. So Maverick has more height, where Finn has the width.
Yeah.
But Maverick and Finn are about 95 pounds, and Leia is like 85 pounds.
They're big boys.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think we're just gonna jump into it today because again, it's been months, actual months.
It has.
Plural.
We haven't played this game since last year.
We're gonna find. Yeah.
Damn.
Sorry.
I thought I was going to get through the first of the year without hearing that joke, and here we are.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say she's not gonna apologize. But yeah,
I may be the group dog mom, but I also have all of the dad jokes.
Yeah. I mean, like,
Sorry.
we are the vibe that we give, I think, as a team is just like
Chaos.
boomers and mom jeans. You know. But like
Oh god.
with fireworks.
Yeah,
Hmm.
You know.
I agree. And
Like,
glitter.
what are those illegal fireworks? The ones that you're technically not supposed to put off and like everyone does?
That's a thing.
It depends on where you're at, if they're
That's
what
true,
kind
yeah.
are illegal.
Like the really big ones that you're not supposed
Yeah,
to have.
like the ones they set off, like Disney sets off,
Yeah.
that you're only supposed to have in a professional manner.
Yeah, and like have to
Yeah,
have a
those.
permit and all that.
Uh-huh.
Like, that's
Yes.
us, completely underqualified, but we do it anyways.
Yo.
You know what? We
Survive.
shoot for the stars or something.
Yes, we do.
All
Also,
right.
lol, Chad be like, it's the wet dog odorant from Monsters Inc.
Honestly.
About that.
So, what
Nasty.
happened last time?
I don't.
Because quite
I barely
honestly,
remember who I play. I don't think we even.
would anyone like
I'm the
to
annoying
attempt to
people, that's-
remember? Yeah, are you guys going to remember who you were playing? I get it easy.
You do.
I'm the annoying one.
Yeah, say Mana plays all of the obnoxious characters.
Yeah.
And does so well. We haven't even gotten to court yet.
We have not, I think. Let's see. Okay, so the hospital is rebuilding Sholmes into Inspector Gadget, because remember, he got shot when we came upon the crime scene. Gina gave us a cat photo with an unredeemed ticket on the back for McGilded's box. Iris noted that the cops are bad at maintaining the crime scene, but Gregson is bowing to her whim, so she'll write him flatteringly. Because, you know, nothing says sucking up to a 10-year-old girl like doing anything she wants. Gina initially refused a lawyer, but we convinced her to let us defend her and spill the beans about McGilded's crimes because Susato is going back home to her sick dad. And as Gina's lawyer, we are now allowed to investigate. So according to Gina, McGilded pulled her out of her hiding place, sat her next to the corpse, then picked up the music disc off the floor. Remember that we are talking about the original crime that happened in like the second trial, our first one at the in England. McGilded hid her back in the seat when Fairplay and First went off to get the cops, and then paid Beppo, the coachman, to drop his coat off at Windibanks and coerced Gina to lie in court and get the redemption ticket 2 months later, or he'd evict the orphans, because he was a great person. And I'm only mildly disappointed that he didn't die in a fire.
Mildly.
The full name so far is Professor Egg, Ashley Charles, Augustus Milverton, Aggie, Gina, Ted Baskerville, Benovich, Moriarty III. I just need to know what his actual name is. Because I've been calling him Ashley, and now I'm, like, emotionally attached to that name. So if it's not Ashley, I think it should be Ashley. British racism count was 4, but for once, exactly one of those moments was not anti-Japanese racism against us. It was Gina using a slur for Irishmen.
Oh no.
So, shall we go?
Yeah.
All right.
Ayo.
Let's see where we're at. All right, 16th of April, 1:26 p.m. I forgot how aggressive that sound is. Windibanks Pawnbrokery. Here we are again at the scene of the crime. Now to thrust these representation papers in Gregson's face and see what he makes of them. Because I am a vindictive, petty bitch. Hello again, Inspector. Do you have a minute, please?
Is it Mana? Yep. Okay.
Oh, you said thrust. That's weird. What is it now, boy? You should go home and get some rest.
Oh, here you are, Gregsy. Here are the representation papers.
Teehee.
No, your ladyship.
I don't think we've proven that he has not died in the omnibus fire.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't proven that he hasn't. We haven't proved, I mean, we saw him. We saw the fire. We didn't necessarily see him in the carriage.
Yeah.
But also,
I kind of have a hunch that he's not dead.
He's a wily bitch, so
yeah,
he really is.
You can't see me making the like High School Musical like hand gestures, but
I don't believe it. How the devil did you get that stubborn little ragabash to sign that?
Because I am also a stubborn little ragabash.
I salute you. This is good work, that is.
You glad that she has representation?
I can see you've been very busy here as well. How about some tea? It's a special blend designed to relieve fatigue.
Glug, 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 glug.
With his pinky up like a gentleman.
When in doubt, pinky up. Oh, lovely. Well, let's see now. Yes. I hardly feel tired at all. I'm fit as a fiddle, your ladyship.
Would it be alright if we investigated the scene of the crime then?
Oh, do as you please. You know where it happened. Through that door behind the counter.
Ow. Leia.
Them people.
Yeah, the storeroom. That's where I discovered Mr. Windabank. And Gina.
Big yikes. Alright, well, I'll be getting back to business then.
Will you be investigating in the storeroom as well, Inspector?
If I'm perfectly honest, we need to wrap this up before long. Can't you afford to spend too much time on it? There are so many articles to go through, it's taking forever. Even with the lads working round the clock. Which is a problem, because there's another case the Yard needs to investigate urgently.
That must be what Lord Stronghart mentioned by far more serious matters before.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is, don't get under my feet, sunshine.
Don't tell me what to do!
Bitch.
Come then. Let us not waste any time.
Okay.
If Susato says so.
Did we actually investigate? Looks like we haven't investigated any of this, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's the article ledger here, and Mr. Windabank's notes, and... Huh? What's this? Looks as though someone's left a little photographic print behind.
Yeah, we have one more day to spend with Susato before she gets deported. Let us have this. Oh,
true.
Look on the back. There's some writing.
Oh, is there? Oh, show us, Susie, show us.
February, 10:30 p.m. Excuse me. Get his face out of your mouth. Article deposited 1 gentleman's overcoat. Loan amount paid £1. Redemption deadline 15th April, 10:30 p.m.
A gentleman's overcoat pawned for £1? Clearly it was a very fine coat. In fact, I think...
Yes, this must be the ticket for the overcoat that Ginny redeemed yesterday.
And is still wearing, which belonged to McGilded. I would have never expected the redemption ticket to be handwritten on the back of a photograph, though.
It seems Mr. Windabank just used whatever piece of paper he happened to have in hand.
Kitty!
I don't get it!
But this photograph of a cat, it looks very familiar, doesn't it? I'm sure I've seen this exact same picture somewhere else recently. Did we? Oops, that's not my court record. Where's my court record?
Did we? No idea.
I mean,
Meow.
it does look like that.
Is that okay?
Yeah, because
I don't remember anything.
I know, like...
Oh, yes, you're right. Very recently. It's the same as the one Ginny gave us earlier.
Definitely not 2 months ago.
Yeah. Of course!
2 months ago.
I was forgetting that she gave us that print because it was 2 goddamn months ago.
Damn.
Stop it. Well, what are you waiting for then, Mr. Naruhodo? Get it out. Get it out.
All right. Let the cogs turn.
Busy, can you yell at your brother somewhere else? Go away. Ow. Yes, they are exactly the same. Stop.
I've got it. These two photographs hide an amazing secret.
A secret?
The cat did it.
Yeah, what does she
It
mean?
was the cat.
You must tell us, Iris, at once.
Yes, the two
No.
adults here are going to listen to the 10-year-old.
Oh, yeah, you really, really want to know?
Would you like us to get Gina out of jail?
Yeah.
Yes, we need you to tell us all you know about this pair of photographs.
Hmm.
All right. Let's talk to her about it then. So, Iris, about these two photographic prints, the one we found here on Mr. Windibank's counter and the one Gina gave us before, what is this amazing secret you mentioned that's hidden between these two identical prints?
Oh, damn, you are right, chat. Now that I've seen that together, it does look like that one cat's eyes are slightly different than the other.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
The hypothesis that these photos were taken by cameras that were side by side, like crossed eyes. Yeah. Mm.
Actually, that's not quite right.
Sorry?
If you look carefully, the
Oh.
two prints aren't the same. Not exactly.
Uh-oh.
They're not?
Have another look at them now.
Can you point out where they're different?
Oh god, please, let's not do that. I suck at those.
It's the face.
Can you see that they're just slightly different from each other?
Gotta be the face.
I think so. It's very subtle, though.
But what's the reason for the subtle difference between the two prints?
Ah, well, it's because they're a set, you see.
No, I don't.
You don't say. This pair of photographs is meant to be used as a stereoscope. Everyone in London is raving about them at the moment.
Oh, a stereoscope. Why do I feel like I've heard that word before recently? Maybe like 2 months ago.
Oh, yes. That's what Mr. Sholmes showed us yesterday.
Before he got shot.
Yeah.
You see, there it is, just over there.
Yeah, of course. That magical machine that makes pictures look almost real enough to touch.
3D. Oh my god, they invented 3D glasses. Anyway.
No, well, actually, it is quite possible to see the same depth in pictures even without one of those contraptions.
What? Really?
Do you know how a pair of flat photographic prints can appear to have any depth in the first place?
No, I have no idea.
Oh, wonderful. Then I'll be able to tell you.
Please
She's
get on with it.
over the moon, bless her. Should we let her explain, though? We really need to carry on investigating the scene.
Let her have this.
I, for one, simply have to know.
Wow, here we go.
Alright. Get ready, y'all. For something that I am too stupid to figure out.
Have you ever considered, Bruno, how your eyes see depth in the world around us?
Well, I just opened them. And it works.
That's me. Oh god. Why is that me?
But the reason it works is because you have two eyes.
2 eyes. Shocking.
If you try closing just one eye at a time, I think you'll see straight away what you see with your left eye.
Immediately close my right.
What
Or my left eye,
you
so-
right.
Am I the only one that, like, I can only close one of my eyes? Like, I can't do it with the other one on command?
It's harder for me to close my left eye by itself than my right eye.
We were turned into a robot for 2 seconds.
Just a second.
Oh. Hello?
Turned into
Hi.
a robot for 2 seconds.
Hello?
You were
It was
underwater for a
actually
second.
really funny.
I was just literally sitting here. Oh my god.
No, it was funny because it sounded like you were slowly powering down. But like,
Oh my god. Damn.
but like it was funny while you were explaining your eye.
You want to
Jesus.
retry saying that?
The question is, do I remember everything that I said? The left eye is harder. Now I'm just... See, now that I'm doing it, I can close my eyes both equally, so we're fine.
Hey, it worked! Yay!
The moment is past.
Yay.
For me, I'm just good at winking.
Yeah, I can only do it on
It's
one
bad,
eye,
though.
and I know that I have, like, scar tissue and trauma on the other one, so I assume that's why I can't do it on that one, but
Probably.
yeah, I can only wink with one eye.
Wink.
So hopefully it's
happens to
extra
people, so-
charming on that eye.
Overseas idols taught me how to wink. Anyway. Oh wait, that's me. Fuck.
That's you.
As you, boy.
Are ever so slightly different. You get a different view with each eye.
Yes, the position of the object seems to shift slightly.
Exactly. And in your head, your brain uses that shift to estimate depth as it merges the two views into one. Now to get my gun. That's how we can sense depth in everything we see.
My brain really is amazing, isn't it? It does so much without telling me.
Okay, buddy.
I think I see. So the pair of photographs consist of a left eye view and a right eye view. Is that right?
We have to close our eyes while we look at it.
Oh, well done, Susie. You're so quick.
So, if you can persuade your brain to merge the two pictures together in your head, you'd be able to see depth in these prints?
Yes, Ryuno. You're beginning to understand.
And a stereoscope's function is to act as your brain and allow you to do just that?
Yes, but as long as you have two images, two eyes, and one brain, you can actually do it yourself without needing a stereoscope at all.
You can? Really?
Trust me, I'm smart. Are you smarter than a fifth grader? Well, let's try it. Let's see if you can view the pair of prints without the help of a stereoscope.
Please put your gun away.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I'm
Or
dying to have a
else.
go.
Susato-san really loves this kind of thing.
Dora the Explorer.
Can you spot the contradiction that reveals the murderer? Yes!
Anyway.
You need to be able to cross your eyes. That's the main thing. Can you both do that?
Cross my eyes? I think I can.
Watch me. And see if you can copy.
Is her character model about to go, like, batshit weird? I'm so
I hope so.
concerned.
Do it. Do it.
Oh
do
my
it.
god.
Oh,
Make your eyes. You did.
Oh no. All right,
Oh,
let
no.
me try.
Oh god.
I'm so
here we go.
uncomfortable.
Are you ready, Mr. Naruhodo?
Oh god, no.
Ah!
Y'all need a screen cap this one.
I
There.
can't.
How's that?
This is like some fan fiction.
I took a picture.
Wonderful! Now it's your turn, Ryuno.
The trick is to concentrate on looking at the bridge of your nose with both eyes at the same time.
Not exactly an easy task when two people are staring at you cross-eyed.
This is so weird.
Alright, that's enough practice. Now let's try looking at the print. Start by staring at one print and slowly crossing your eyes.
Is now the time to point out I've never been able to cross my eyes.
Really?
Yeah. So I may
Now
need you
you
guys
just
to,
learn.
yeah.
Oh.
Efficiency
Okay, when I
2
cross my eyes, it's
over
just more blurry.
Right. Images
Yeah.
like this.
Okay,
Blurry
okay.
images like this.
Okay, yes.
You try it now, Ryuno.
I'm just gonna have to give it a try, I suppose.
Yeah, this puzzle probably works better on the 3DS than
Probably,
this game was
yeah.
intended for.
Did the print split into 2 images for you? Now the next step is to put the pair of prints side by side like this. Then try crossing your eyes again.
Still not gonna work.
The print should slowly merge together until...
Okay, that's not what happens at all for me. Because it just gets blurry.
they form
And like, yeah, I could make it overlap, but
Yeah.
Exactly. It didn't work for me either. I was just like, what am I doing?
We form a new single image in the center.
this child is full of shit. Oh, yes.
Sure does.
Mr. Naruhodo, it works. I can see it in the middle now. Susato, you liar. It's so real. Oh, I could look at it all day. Oh, Susato, no.
I
Stop it.
wouldn't advise that. Your eyes might start to hurt.
Yeah, my eyes are really
Reno.
child's full of bullshit.
Pretend you're looking through 2 pictures and slowly cross your eyes. Keep adjusting the position of your eyes until the 2 images overlap exactly in the middle.
Like, this is it? Hopefully there's not like some hidden thing that they're going to ask us about, because quite honestly, I can't do it.
Oh, there, you managed it. So now you know how stereoscopic images work.
I think I'm gonna need the stereoscope.
Can you imagine the judge trying to do this?
Can we have the judge
Fucking
cross-eyed in
stupid.
this freaking game?
I wanted the
well-
prosecution to do it, quite honestly.
Can you imagine that, babe?
Well, I don't know who discovered it, but it really is quite extraordinary. Extraordinarily stupid.
Manifesting.
What do you think of these stereoscopic prints then, Ryuno?
They're certainly amazing, but it isn't easy to get the knack of viewing them properly.
No, some people find it easier than others. But that's why contraptions like this exist. People who find it tricky.
Oh, I recognize that. I saw one over there yesterday. Or we saw one over there yesterday, didn't we? If I remember correctly, you press the little knob here. And then set the pair of photographs in the stand at the back and...
It's a kitty.
It's still amazing, even though I know roughly how it works now.
seems to agree with you. Stereoscopes are very popular at the moment.
Is this literally the ancestor of the cat video?
Yes. This is the ancestor of the cat video.
You can find one of these folding contraptions in lots of households in the capital currently.
But if these little machines are so affordable, surely there's no need to go around staring cross-eyed at pictures like you hate them.
But it looks funny. But it's so much more satisfying to be able to see the effect with your own eyes. Well, I think so in any case.
Stereoscopic pictures. I'd never even heard of them until yesterday. We've
That's
certainly
so
learned a lot
smart.
about them, but I wonder if it's knowledge that I'll ever actually need.
Oh, I'm sure we will.
Oh, I'm sure, yep.
Oh yeah, we're gonna need that shit.
We wouldn't have spent this much time in the game if we didn't.
Yeah. Alright.
Die.
Is there anything else we need to look at here?
We're gonna get a stereographic picture of the crime scene.
Yeah, one cop's voodoo.
That ledger that's open on the counter there really is enormous, isn't it? It must be an awful lot of work to keep track of all these hundreds of items in pawn.
It's too much to think about. Better to sell it and then have a clear head if you ask me.
But clearly, Mr. Windibank was very careful when it came to the articles in his care. Okay. Hello, sir.
Broken glass.
The police are scouring every inch of this place by the look of it.
I guess I'll see. Instructions from the yard are to examine every article in the shop and every ledger and book of accounts.
Every article? But that's a ridiculous amount of work, surely.
We've been hard at it ever since the shop was declared a crime scene in the early hours. We're sifting through all the shifts and lease, but still, we'll be walking through the night, that's for sure. And even when we barely have scratched the surface.
A crime at a pawnbroker's. Must be every policeman's worst nightmare.
Oh, it's every copper's worst nightmare, you know. Crime in a pawnbroker's.
Sorry, my dude.
Mind.
Oops. Yeah. I had the wrong thing.
Oh, that's a music box. Do you have them where you come from, Ryuno?
Yes, but I've never seen one as large as this in Japan.
Oh well, this'll be a great treat. Shall we have a listen? Oh, what do you think? Isn't it a pretty sound?
It's a beautiful sound, yes, but it's a little hard to enjoy when all the policemen in the room are giving you fierce looks.
Well, you know what they say, haters gonna hate. Never mind that. If any of them say anything, I'll tell Gregsy to have a word.
Iris Wilson, Superintendent of Scotland Yard.
Hey.
Iris would be a Taylor Swift fan.
Oh, these shelves are where the pawnbroker put articles that have been forfeited on display for customers to buy.
Yeah, it's a really strange miscellany, isn't it? I mean, who would buy this horse statue, for example?
Me! I mean, well, sometimes you
Iris
can
is a
find
horse
some
girl, confirmed.
real treasures among all the junk, you know. Especially horse. Are you alright, Ryuno?
Oh, it's just, well, it looks like a collection of useless junk as a whole, but when you pick out individual things, you can't help wishing you owned them. Even that horse statue. Nionosuke Naruhodo is a horse girl. Confirmed.
Oh no.
That's exactly how the pawnbroker works. They're very clever.
He's into My Little Pony now. He's a brony.
Mm-hmm. This is that strange contraption that lets you see pictures of things as if they're right in front of your eyes. It makes you think. When Mr. Sholmes gleefully showed it to us yesterday, we were blissfully unaware that any of this was about to happen.
That kind of is how time works.
Details.
You don't know.
This officer has been staring intently at the wall since before we came in here.
Me.
Shh, keep it down.
Oh! Sorry.
There's a major clue just there.
Oh, really? Then we must tell Grexy at once.
But as soon as I report it, that'll be it. It'll stick here even longer.
Stuck here? What do you mean?
I have been home in 2 days already. I need another constable to relieve me and take over my shift.
Huh. They really have a tough time, the British police.
I just want to see my wife and kids.
I was honestly expecting the opposite of like, I don't want to go home.
Yeah.
What is he gonna find here?
Oh.
Definitely not another wife.
Yeah.
That doesn't stop us from investigating, though, does it?
No, I suppose not. I'm fairly sure it was the
have a gun.
calendar he was peering at. Let's take a look at the calendar that looks like it's got blood all over it.
Oh,
Look here!
God. Blood. Oh shit.
Oh yes, a bullet hole. I can see the bullet is still lodged in the wall.
Susato, not even one exclamation point, like... Give us nothing, girl.
Give us.
Presumably, Mr. Windibank wasn't practicing with his revolver in his spare time.
I hate myself for not reading that properly the first time in your brain.
What did you read it as?
The letters were too close together. Anyway.
Oh my god.
I know that makes no sense for the concept.
Well, we're gonna move on.
I need better glasses is the moral of the story.
Mr. Shom likes to practice in his drawing room whenever he can. He's very patriotic like that. What?
Sorry?
What?
Excuse me?
Wait.
It's all there in the Adventures of Herlock Sholmes, you know.
He's been our
Right.
roommate for like 2 months now, if I remember correctly. Like, excuse me?
Do we
Isn't
like
that right,
him?
Iris? What?
Did I write something like that? Partly in jest, perhaps.
In jest?
Well, he doesn't do it often. It is quite a dangerous pastime.
He doesn't do it often. He shouldn't even do it once.
Oh, forget that now, Reno. Let's examine the bullet.
Okay.
Blood.
What's that around the bullet hole? Is it
Blood.
blood? A suspicious red stain on the calendar.
Blood. Aha. I may well be able to help with that.
What?
What?
There's nothing like the sight of blood to get the blood pumping, is there, Reno?
Excuse
Ugh.
me? We're dead.
I have a feeling I'm not as bloody-minded as you, Iris. You 10-year-old you.
Terrifying.
I don't think she's even old enough for my joke. You know, that you know, girls see more blood than guys do, but
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't she's
think
old
so.
enough for that. I'm afraid the sight of blood makes my blood run cold. Does it, Susato? 'Cause
I will
that's
say-
unfortunate for you.
Like, I would not want Herlock Sholmes there the first time I had my period. So,
Right.
you know.
Can you imagine? Like, Jesus.
There you have it. You see, when it comes to blood, there are all different types.
Yes, what a scientific observation.
Still, you need
Yeah,
this.
she probably does
A
see a lot of
gun.
Oh no. What is that scary looking thing?
I have a gun. Hurley and I haven't actually come up with a name for it yet. But as soon as you see it in action, you'll understand what it does.
Don't point it at
Watch.
me.
Well, we're gonna die.
Okay, that is absolutely tampering with the crime scene.
Oh, now it's green.
Oh, the
What?
color of the blood stain has changed. Is this like baby's
What's
first
this
luminol?
censorship?
Yeah, does it make sense now?
No.
Yes. I
An
think I'm
evidence
starting to
tampering?
understand, but you say it for me just so I make sure we're on the same page.
Mhm.
I'll test your understanding.
Good. It works on the principle that different people have different types of blood, you see.
Yes. How wonderful. Susato, how are you following?
Because she's smarter than all of us here combined.
Exactly.
The chemical it fires combines with the blood and makes it change color. So you can identify whose blood it is that you're looking at in a flash.
Oh, what a fabulous invention, Iris.
Oh, is it? Isn't it? Isn't it? Oh, I bet Jenny would say it's bleeding great.
So, whose blood are we looking at then?
An ogre's.
No, it's Shrek's blood.
Oh.
Oh no.
Well, all the chemical does is turn the blood a different color. So,
Touche. Chat said it's the Grinch's blood.
Yes, it has to be the Grinch's blood,
Oh.
clearly.
just find someone whose blood turns the same color, and you'll know who it belongs to in a flash.
So you're asking us to stab people, is what we're
It's
hearing.
more like 2 flashes, really, isn't it?
One flash or two, it could well turn out to be a very valuable clue.
His heart burst from suddenly growing 3 sizes that day. Oh
So we must make note of it in the courtroom. Or court record, excuse me.
All right. Well, we
I
got
looked down and assumed what the R word was. Let's keep testing and adding the results of any other blood analysis to the portfolio.
makes me want to voice Emma again. Scientifically speaking, of course.
As long as I have a reagent left, sure. A reagent, whatever.
It's okay. Who paid attention in chemistry class? I
Not
actually did.
me!
I loved chemistry. It was the only place I could set shit on fire.
Oh,
See, that was my physics class. We almost
What?
burned down the entire science building because we were lighting stuff on fire. It was a good day.
I like it.
I even had that as my early bird class, too. So it was my first class the day before school officially started. Loved physics.
Yeah. I remember the first day of my chemistry class. I wasn't quite sure whether I wanted to take it or biology yet because biology was supposed to be an easier class. And we all know that I was a lazy ass student.
Mhm.
And the first day, our teacher had us do a gummy bear sacrifice for the rest of the year, where we got to light a gummy bear on fire, and I was hooked. I did not transfer out of that class. That gummy bear burned so bright, it was amazing. Anyways,
Oh, yeah.
it was a formative
hashtag not serial
experience.
killer.
Not a serial
Hashtag
killer,
not
maybe an
bear
arsonist,
killer.
but
Not bear killer.
Oh, that's me, behind the door! It's the storeroom, isn't it? That's what Rexy said.
Yep, that's why we're going in.
I was just thinking in physics, we got to make trebuchets.
Oh.
And launch shit. It was so much fun.
That is
Anyway.
amazing. Yeah, and that's where I saw that dreadful scene last night. Through the little window in the door. Mr. Windybank, face down on the floor with Gina beside him.
As the accused legals legal representative, you have the right to examine the scene, Mr. Naruhodo. Jesus Christ. I struggled with every word that was English. We must make it through this investigation.
Yes, of course. And we will. Behind that door, that's the real scene of the crime.
Yeah, but there's blood on the wall out here.
I mean, Sholmes, I think, did get shot out here, so it could be his.
Did.
Shit.
Let's look for more blood. I mean, don't worry. If there are any clues in there, I'll find them.
Okay, well, apparently I have to actually move. Yay! We have a new location.
Oh, did you guys see that Sherlock Holmes, speaking of relative news, is public domain now?
It is! You can now write your gay fan fiction and publish it.
No, Bob.
Ah. Alright, 16th of April, Windybank storeroom.
Professor Egg, Ashley, Charles, Augustus, Milverton, Aggie, Grinch, Gina, Ted, Baskerville, Benovich, Moriarty, third.
Perfect. Poor Iris. She's clammed up completely.
Iris is bound to find this difficult. After all, Mr. Windibake's life was taken in this very room only last night.
Wait! Inspector! Don't just make a weird noise and go.
Me.
I can do whatever I want. Where there is blood, there is vampires. The Reaper of the Bailey is on the loose.
I like it.
What is it now, sunshine?
You took one look at me and tried to run away!
Oh, you think a Scotland Yard inspector would run away from some
Yes.
jumped up little defense lawyer, do you?
Yeah.
Ew.
I just will. I've never seen her ladyship looking like that before. Is it the thing? I didn't know what to say to her.
So you weren't running away from me, you were running away from a 10-year-old.
Yes. That's exactly it.
To be fair, she is
Scary.
the most terrifying of all of us, so...
Yes.
I'm afraid this is all a little... I'm afraid this is all a little much for young Iris. Some gentle reassurance might go a long way, perhaps, Inspector.
No.
This is how when we learn that Gregson should not be a dad.
That's rough, buddy. Don't, you fight good. I mean, don't trouble yourself unduly, your ladyship. I mean, at least you're not dead, are you?
Gregson, where the fuck are you going with this, man? I don't think that went very well. You suck at this.
Why? Oh. Look, I'm in the middle of an investigation here, sunshine, and I told you not to get under my feet.
I have to say I'm not fond of the whole sunshine thing. Feels like
Yeah.
a slur.
Sorry. Just put together why. I was like, what? Oh. And we have investigating to do ourselves.
Yes. I'd like to hear more of what the socially inept inspector has to say.
The decisive evidence that will implicate Bonzi exists in the store's music box in the background of one of his only fangs posts. Damn it!
Oh, honey.
And inquire into how Mr. Sholmes' operation is going. Alright, well, I can't imagine we're going to get much useful from him, but we'll ask anyway. So, Inspector, what do you make of the crime scene here?
Oh, pshaw, you've got eyes, haven't you used them? It is what it looks like, nothing more, nothing less.
Iris, could you lend me a hand?
Oh, so Crexy, what do you make of the crime scene here?
Yes, your ladyship, do allow me to humbly explain. To you, not to them. Last night, at short after the hour of 1 o'clock in the morning, Scotland Yard Police attended the scene. The one and only door to the storeroom was found locked from the inside.
So it was locked from the inside.
The lock appears to be broken now, though. Was that the police officers doing?
Quite right, ma'am, quite right. We took the liberty of smashing the door as humbly as possible.
Humbly smash!
Yeah.
Oh.
Smash. As you can see, the victim was discovered prostrate on the floor, thus-wise. Who says thus-wise anymore? And next to the aforementioned body, we discovered the vile gutter child.
I mean, thus wise is not the weirdest thing we've heard from this game, so.
No.
Are you talking about Jin? He's my friend, you know, Inspector.
Probably why you shouldn't be on this case.
Yeah.
Mr. Strahd, the hapless girl, was curled up in the floor, dead to the world.
She's still alive, you know. Yes, when I saw her, she appeared to be unconscious.
And I'm afraid to say, she had the gun that was used in the hand.
So what's your play here? She shot the dude and then temporarily died?
Ew!
Do we have a classism count? I was just chat just don't call Gina a gutter child.
Yeah.
Classism count 1.
Yeah. Presumably it's the gun that's still down there on the floor now.
In a pocket, we found the key to the door as well.
What? The key to this storeroom?
And you say the storeroom had been locked from the inside, Inspector?
Correct. All of which leaves her ladyship's friend. There's something of a sticky situation, I'm afraid.
Every time we play this, I get really hungry for fish and chips.
Right? I
Yeah.
hate it here. Obviously, my personal opinion is all some sort of misunderstanding.
Of course it is, Inspector. Of course it is.
Classism count is on.
Yeah.
Crexy, do you know anything about Harley? Is the operation finished? Is Harley alright? Is he?
Oh, well, the thing is...
Don't mince your words, Inspector. Please. You don't mean to say that Mr. Sholmes is...
No, the operation is done and dusted. It's just that, well... Oh no!
Out with it!
No.
Suicidal takedown!
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. They use something called general anesthetic. Yep, it's the latest thing. Renders the whole body insensitive.
The whole body anesthetist.
Anemone. Anemone.
I don't think I can say
Anesthetized.
that word. Yes, that one. Is that even possible? I can't get my tongue in the right place on that one.
Yeah, I feel that. An enemy? Anesthetized. I
It
believe.
means the operation can be completely while the patient is fast asleep.
Goodness, in the Empire of Japan, we can just manage to provide laughing gas for tooth extraction.
Oh no, we got on that opium shit after a bit.
We've completed Sholmes. He is now faster, stronger. The Cyborg Sholmes is sleeker, sharper, more lookable than ever before.
His forearms.
Yeah, as long as his forearms have not been touched.
We're good. The trouble is, the latest thing is always the greatest thing, if you follow my meaning.
Oh,
You couldn't get the
speaking of gas, I
medication
think
to
someone
work
just
it.
crop dusted me.
So it took hours for him to nod off, so I hear.
Oh god.
And now that the OP's finished, the ops, the OP, goddamn! Ah, the internet has ruined me. I can't do my proper parenthood.
Oh my.
No one knows if it's the anesthetic still in the system or if the bloke's just plain exhausted. But anyway, all they can do is stand back and watch until he comes round again.
I had to explain to my parents what OP meant the other day. It's like, we're fine with explaining this, but some other ones you just need to Google.
Oh, honey. He's really quiet. That never happens.
The moment Deserve reopens his eyes, your ladyship, I swear, I shall get the word to you first.
What a surprise. Even in matters of life and death, Mr. Sholmes has to do things his way.
Yeah.
Alright, let's take a look around the scene of the crime.
Are we blaming an unconscious man for something he can't help?
It's Sholmes, yes.
Okay.
The police have marked the position of the body with a chalk line.
That way we know where the body was.
Oh, Mr. Winterbanks, he was a nice old man.
Well, he was shot just once through the heart. It's likely the fellow died instantly. Wouldn't have felt a thing.
Yeah, but it still sucks.
This must be his blood then.
Dead.
Oh boy. Chat had to explain friend zone and Karens to them on the same day.
On the same day.
That would be an
combo.
awkward day.
What a combo.
I don't like to ask at such a wretched time, Iris, but I wonder if perhaps...
Oh, don't worry, Susie. I'm ready for action. Bang!
And it's
blue. So now we know the color the chemical turns when it reacts with Mr. Winterbank's blood.
And it doesn't match our analysis of the bloodstain we found in the main shop.
No, but let's add this sample to the others we've already collected anyway.
Alright,
good.
we have two. I want to, like, how is this? His name is actually Pop? Really?
Oh,
Yep, Pop Windybank.
wow.
Alright, well, apparently we still have more to talk about here. Iris?
But don't worry, I'm alright. But we must find the true culprit.
Yes, absolutely.
This is a revolver. A real one!
Are you happy? What?
And quite possibly the murder weapon used to take Mr. Windibank's life.
What's the matter, Susie? You and Bruno look like you're about to faint.
Well, it's just that I've rarely seen a gun in the flesh.
And I've had issues with guns in the past. You know, them killing people and then me being put on trial for it.
Mhm.
But anyway, we saw Mr. Windbank with this yesterday, didn't we?
Oh my god. I'll take him. I don't remember if I was him or not. I shall have to take my own life.
I think
Do
it
I
was
remember
you.
the voice? No. It's mine.
It must be the same gun. And last night, when I looked through the spy hole in the door to the storeroom here, that was the same gun I saw in Gina's hand.
He was probably trying to take it away from him.
Mr. Windibank told us that he only ever had a single bullet loaded in his revolver, didn't he?
Well, it's empty now. And the one and only bullet he had in his gun hasn't fired.
So we can be fairly certain that only a single shot was fired from this revolver. Look at all these articles that have been deposited. The room is stuffed full of them.
Oh, I can't believe how many there are.
A bicycle, a gramophone, musical instruments, even some enormous paintings. Look,
Pieces of
grandma
different people's lives quietly gathering dust in here together. There's something very peaceful about the atmosphere in here. Or at least there would be, if not for the chalk outline on the floor and policemen shuffling around.
Not much I can do about that, sunshine. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff in here.
I know. Out of all the articles in this storeroom, this is the only thing that shows any sign of being ransacked.
Ah!
What is it, Iris?
That's the box file that my manuscript was kept in.
oh,
Iris's unpublished story, The Hound of Baskervilles. Surely that's not what all this...
sorry, Iris. I remember I'm her because I hate her accent. But if you ask me, he sold it. Without telling you. We must check inside the box at once.
Yes.
This reminds me of Luke and Tears of Theme.
Ah,
Ah, questionable whoever that was.
it was there. Iris's story was there.
Really? It was? Well, that's good news, isn't it, Iris?
Oh, yes. I mean, of course I believe Harley when he said he deposited it here, but still... It's a relief to actually see it.
Really? Because that's not a very well hidden frown.
I'm a frowny face.
Oops, that's not what I meant to hit. Blah, blah, blah. Bicycle, gramophone. Him calling me sunshine again. Alright. Are we missing anything?
Eyes. bicycle. I want to ride my bicycle. Harris and Sholmes strike me as the type of people to neglect to file a patent for the blood test procedure, so I'm worried that whatever Harris finds out with might not be admissible in court.
Yeah, that seems like it would be realistic. Okay, I don't have anything that... Do I have anything to show you, my dude? Not really. Would you like to see my armband? Inspector Gregson, could you give me your opinion about this, do you? Oh, it must be the...
We don't
Yeah,
care to share, so
Yeah,
not
yeah.
with the public.
Herbal tea.
Herbal tea. Glug, glug, glug. Oh, delicious, lovely, so very much. That really hit the spot, your ladyship.
Alright. I have really no desire.
I don't know, out of all the things I've seen, Thai is the most British thing in this game. Oh no, why? Don't ask me.
The Hound of the Baskervilles. How did Susato-san know the exact title of this unpublished story? Suppose I'll just have to wait until she's ready to explain it to me.
I'm so sorry.
Alright, well, I don't have anything else to look at here. See if Sholmes is... Nope, Sholmes is not back yet. What does this say? Did we... I can't look at it. Okay, Did I miss something in the main shop? Do I need to present something to you? Would you like to talk about your manuscript?
Oh, my manuscript.
Mr. Sholmes said that he deposited it at Windybanks, and he had.
But it's so strange. What is it about this particular story? I worked so hard on it. I would hardly say I can't publish it.
I'm afraid I have no idea. All you can do is wait until he's ready to tell you, I suppose.
Oh, maybe. It's because Harley isn't in it enough. Maybe I didn't give him enough lines.
Yeah. Maybe. Man, I wish I could say that definitely isn't the reason, but I can't. The way you can identify differences in people's blood like this is amazing. You really are a genius, Iris.
I know. I am. If Harley and I put our minds to it, we could really shake up Britain's chemists and alchemists.
And you could shake up Japan's lawyers and judges, couldn't you, Mr. Naruhodo?
Oh, for sure. Even if I didn't intend to.
Okay.
She implying that we're like a legal genius?
I think so, which is very bizarre because we clearly are not.
We didn't go to school for this.
Yeah. So this is the second of the two photographic
Really?
prints of the cat. And it really does look like Wugahite. It looks exactly the same
would.
as the first photograph at first glance. I suppose that's what's so compelling.
Can we
Actually,
go over to the photo thing?
now we have both pictures. I could have another go at viewing them as a stereoscopic image. So I need to cross my eyes and try to get the two cats to merge into the middle as one. It's such a hard thing to do. Whoever thought of this in the first place must have spent a long time staring.
Oh, we're not going to get him to cross your eyes. Oh, damn it. I want you to look weird too.
Cross your eyes! Oh, there's blood on it.
This is the ticket that Gina brought in here yesterday.
Yes, having been entrusted to her by Mr. McGilded 2 months earlier. Article deposited one gentleman's coat.
And the other redemption ticket was in the pocket of that coat.
Yes, for a small box deposited 2 days before the omnibus incident.
Could that have anything to do with all this?
Mr. Naruhodo, I don't know if you've noticed, but there's something rather troubling here.
I have noticed, believe it or not.
The red smear, you mean?
Yeah, it looks like blood, doesn't it? I wondered if Suzato-san had picked up on that. Well, in that case...
Yes, we need Iris.
We should show this to her before we forget. Okay. Let's spray our very valuable evidence with mystery chemicals.
Oh, that looks like blood.
I would say it's from a gloved finger. Almost certainly a glove made of leather.
Well, don't worry, Reno. You can leave the rest to me. Bam!
Purple!
Look at that.
So much blood.
So much blood.
That's a color we haven't seen before, isn't it?
We simply must add it to the portfolio of blood samples. It could be an important clue. Although, it would be nice to find out whose blood these different colors correspond to at some point.
Well, this particular stain of blood...
Barney's blood.
Oh, you have an idea, haven't you? Do you know whose blood it is?
It's Barney the
I
dinosaur.
think I do. Yes, I have an idea whose blood it is. Not from the color it turned, but with a little deduction.
That's right. I think it's Claire.
Iris, you know as well?
You first, Reno.
Oh,
Who do
don't
you think it belongs
don't
to?
call me on my bullshit.
No,
All
she's
right.
absolutely gonna call you.
I believe that this is the blood of, is it Magnus McGilded, Gina Lestrade, Thrice Fired Mason, or Pop Windebank? Okay, so we know it's not him.
McGilded was who I thought,
You
honestly.
thought McGilded? I was going
Yeah.
back and forth between him and Gina. But Gina
Yeah.
doesn't seem to have any hand injuries. So... let's go with McGilded.
Oh, chat says Mason.
Okay.
Mr. McGilded.
Yes. After all, this redemption ticket belonged to him.
Oh, you don't think... You mean that during the incident on the omnibus?
Yes, I expect so. It's a very clear print and no small amount of blood. So it must have resulted from a fairly serious accident, such as he might have sustained on the omnibus.
Wait, but if I remember rightly... No sign of injury was found on Mr. McGilded at all.
Oh.
Oh, we're trying to work out who the blood came from. So we can rule out anyone who had been bleeding straight away.
Yeah, I suppose we can. I'll have to think this through some more. Who do we know was bleeding at the time? Alright. We have... Do we want to go for Gina or Thrice Fired Mason? Okay, we know
So
that
chat-
that person was wearing gloves. Leather gloves. Unfortunately, I don't think I have a picture of Thrice Fired Mason's hands.
So chat says they think it's from when McGilded killed Mason. So
Let's try
it could be kind of a mix of both of our theories here, and it could be McGilded's finger.
Yeah. Thrice fired Mason?
You don't sound very sure of yourself the way you trailed off there.
Well, it was 2 months ago now, that case. And of course,
Sure
I'd never
was.
met the victim. So I'm struggling to remember his name. He was definitely thrice fired, though.
The victim of the omnibus case? Yes, his name was indeed Mr. Thrice Fired Mason. That would mean that this bloodstain was left on the ticket 2 months ago.
Yes, I think it was. Gina brought this ticket here to Windibanks yesterday. I'm suggesting that the bloodstain was already on it at that time.
Yes, it's a smear of blood from the time that Mr. Mason was killed 2 months ago.
Something else is coming back to me now. Mr. McGilded was also wearing leather gloves that night.
Leather gloves. Now I ask you, what's a good-hearted soul would rush to help a fella bleeding from its stomach? I wasn't about to start worrying about me gloves now, was I? I reached out to give the man a hand.
No, he was just going to start worrying about his Lucky Charms.
Yes.
It certainly does look like a leather-gloved thumbprint, this mark. But
Leather gloves. Throw the lever, crook.
But we know that Mr. McGilded had no injuries at the time anywhere on his body, from which we can conclude that any blood on the glove belonged to the victim, Mr. Mason.
Mr. Naruhodo, you sound like Mr. Shulm.
That does not seem like a compliment, but okay. Minus the quirky slip-ups, I suppose.
Yes, I think you're right, Reno.
Okay?
Very well, let's make note of this.
All right. We made a note.
Note made.
And another note.
Hey, yo.
No! Thought I'd got it figured out!
Damn. Are we gonna show more blood to this child?
I don't have any more blood. Hi, would you like to see my armband? Would you mind if I showed you this, Iris? It's just a boring old thing, really, but...
Oh, I don't really like boring things.
Oh. Looks like Japanese modesty is easily misinterpreted by young Western children.
Damn.
I mean, who does like boring things? No one wants to be shown something boring. Come to think of it, we're always introducing things with this boring, but it's a habit. You should stop it. It's a bad habit.
I'll be sure to let the entire population of the Empire of Japan know on my return.
Damn. Did we get roasted? Got roasted by a 10-year-old. Okay, that
Okay.
one's identified. Blue.
Okay, so there's only
green
one that we
one
don't
is
know.
The green. The
Oops.
green.
Sorry, hit that wrong.
Teeth are looking great.
Guess we'll look at that one, I guess. Mr. Windibank appeared to have used the back of this photograph to write out a redemption ticket. He's written it very neatly, but still. Perhaps he ran out of paper, so he had to use anything on hand. It's hard to know what's the front and what's the reverse side now. Yeah. Okay. 13th of April. It's an adorable cat. Okay, that's still the Wagahai. I always thought cats like to curl up under the heated kotatsu blanket when it snowed. Maybe British cats are different. Actually, now we have both pictures. I could have another go at viewing them as a stereoscopic image. Okay, cross my eyes. I cannot do this, my dude. Alright, I can't think of anything else to look at. We're gonna go see if there's anything to talk to Gina about, because why the hell not? She's my
Let's
client.
go bother her. Do we have to get a blood sample from the hospital for Sholmes?
I already tried going to the hospital. 16th of April, local prison, cell 13. Gina doesn't appear to be here. Where the fuck is she?
I believe she must be in questioning at the moment.
She escaped! No.
Oh, but wait a minute.
What is it, Iris?
Well, if you examine the scene here carefully, there's another possibility, isn't there? Jenny could have slipped the key from the jailer when he wasn't looking and escaped.
Oh
He's on the
my.
loose.
Why would she do something like that? It would only make her situation worse.
Oh, calm down, Reno. I was only joking, of course. Maybe.
Oh. Ugh, you had me worried there. I thought it was a great deduction.
Yes, it must be your way with words, Iris. You're so wonderfully persuasive. Perhaps you didn't fully understand the weight of your words. Your words carry.
Oh, damn sorry. I suppose a light-hearted great detective is a contradiction in terms.
Well, in the same situation, I'm sure Mr. Sholmes would have just thrown his head back and guffawed.
Not entirely sure that's helpful, Mr. Naruhodo.
Well, anyway, it looks like we won't be able to talk to Gina for a while. We should try to make progress with our investigation in the meantime.
Okay.
Yes, come along then, Reno, and come along, Susie.
Okay. There's something I need to talk to Gregson about?
Maybe. Do we show Greg's in the blood?
I don't think so. Did we ever show him this one? Inspector, what do you make of this?
No, what have we here then? A redemption ticket for an article deposited here, is it? Looks like someone ran out of the office stationery and wrote the ticket on whatever paper was on hand. Oh yes, this is the ticket for McGilded's overcoat. The one that the little diver turned up with yesterday.
Oh, actually, no, it's not.
Oh, really? You think you know better than me, do you?
Yep. No, I didn't mean to,
Reno's right, Gracie. This isn't the same ticket.
No, of course it isn't. Of course it isn't. I never doubted you, your ladyship. So, what's all this about then? If I might be as bold as to ask.
This is a second ticket.
Oh, a second one.
It seems that Mr. McGilded, in fact, had another article in storage here at Windybanks.
Hmm. Is that right?
I think we need to discuss this further with the inspector, Mr. Naruhodo.
Oh, good. Because he's ever so easy to talk to. This ticket was in one of the pockets of Mr. McGilded's overcoat.
You mean to tell me?
Yes, there was more than just the music box disc, it seems.
I should have insisted on the lads taking it back to the yard and examining it properly.
Well, according to the details on this ticket, Mr. McGilded deposited another article here with Mr. Windibank.
Oh, yes, I can see it written here. A small box, was it?
Oh, do you have any idea where it is, Gregsy? Any ideas at all? It's another article belonging to Mr. McGilded. It could be an important clue.
Well, yes, I suppose it could be. Oh, please stop looking at me with those big old turquoise eyes and full of hope and expectation. Stop looking at me with them big old eyes. It is too much pressure. I'll lose my marbles. I'll go barking. Nom nom.
Okay, this is no time for dog impressions, Inspector.
Oh, that's enough sauce from you, sunshine. Yeah, there's one thing that springs to mind. According to this ticket, the redemption deadline's already passed, hasn't it?
Oh, yes, of course. Articles are only held for 2 months.
So the small box will no longer be in here then.
That's right. It's been forfeited.
Which means it could be on the shelves in the front of the shop where the forfeited items are offered for sale.
Yes, the shelves in the front. We must search them at once.
You're wasting your time.
Oh,
There are dozens of little boxes out there, hundreds even. Can't possibly know which one might have been McGilded's. That information's not written in the ledger.
Ugh.
Well, I think we should at least have a look, just in case.
Oh, of course, your ladyship, of course. Very sensible of you, I'm sure.
This is getting old.
Oh, Dong. Dong again.
Oh! Ah! I nearly jumped out of my skin there. How could Mr. Windibank have set such a wicked trap?
I doubt he set out to scare anyone.
is that really the time?
Sure is.
I think perhaps we should try to pay Gina another visit soon.
Oh?
Even though we just went there.
Her trial is tomorrow. We must establish whether or not you will be defending her. What we did. I think we should ask her one more time. She may have changed her mind.
Damn.
Don't you remember, Reno? You told her she could rip up the representation papers if she didn't want you to be a lawyer.
Yes, well, one of my ploys there was that I wasn't going to let her near the representation papers after she gave them to me.
Hey, yo.
Really? Did I say that?
Wow.
Yeah,
Wait.
Yes.
you did.
The double pouch.
The deadline for submitting the paperwork is fast approaching.
In that case, we'd better hurry back to the prison and talk to Gina again. Okay. 16th of April, 5:41 p.m. Local prison, cell 13. Oh, Gina, good. You're back.
Ah,
Nice and friendly as always.
the police must have finished questioning her then.
How was it, Ginny? Was it awful?
That is the weirdest expression to have while asking her that, but
Oh, didn't bother me.
thank you for the papers you signed before. It meant we were able to investigate at Windibanks.
Oh, right.
He's being a little sensitive. Oh, don't you want to know how we got on? We've been ever so busy.
What's the point in asking? It won't change what everyone's saying that I did. Did it?
That's not.
Gina, we came to ask you for your final decision.
What decision?
See, Susato? About tomorrow's trial. Will you let me defend you or not?
Just do it.
I must submit the paperwork now if you'd like Mr. Naruhodo to represent you. Right, I see.
She's really lost her fight all of a sudden. But I know what that feels like. The worry is just so hard to bear.
Oh, all right then, blimey. Give it a rest with them eyes, Iris. Come on then, fill us in. Who done it?
Unfortunately, we don't know that yet.
You don't say. We don't know yet, Gina. But Mr. Naruhodo and all of us know that you're innocent of this crime. I like that she specified.
Yeah. And while we haven't yet managed to work out who the real culprit is, there are a number of interesting facts that we've managed to establish.
Oh yeah, like what?
Well, for example, the reason for you being there in the first place. I think I know now why you broke into Windibanks that night. Looks like I'm going to have to take some evidence that clearly reveals the reason. And thrust it in Gina's face. Or I could present it to her calmly, I suppose. Alright.
Time to thrust some evidence.
Hi. We found this in Mr. Windibank's storeroom. The manuscript of Iris's latest story.
Yeah. Oh, right. Well, that's good then.
Curiously, the storeroom at Windibank showed no sign of being ransacked for items of value or the like. With one exception. The box file that housed this manuscript. It was you, wasn't it, Gina, who broke open the box containing this manuscript last night? You were determined to find out whether or not the Hound of the Baskervilles was really there. That's the real reason you broke into the storeroom last night, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why don't you tell us what happened? Please. Alright. Let's talk to her more.
We already have the representation papers and other documents we need.
All we have to do is hand them to the court clerk. That is, if you'll allow me to represent you in court tomorrow.
Nah, don't bother.
Ginny.
Rip them up and chuck them, would you? Them representation papers or whatever they're called. This cell ain't fancy enough to have a bin.
So, what will you do in court tomorrow?
I'll be fine on my own.
Well, then.
I don't think you will be.
Press X to doubt.
Look, it don't matter. What's gonna happen is gonna happen.
This is one stubborn pickpocket.
Alright, yeah. This Baskerville story. It's the latest Sholmes adventure, right? But it ain't been printed yet. So I figured it's gotta be worth a fair few pieces of silver, right? Oh yes, at least 5,000 pounds.
What?
So,
I'm not getting that.
you intended to sell Iris's manuscript, did you?
No, Ginny, how could you?
What? Wait, no, hang on. Because, of course, I weren't gonna sell it. All I wanted to do was find out if the manuscript, or whatever you call it, really was in there or not. It's the only reason I was in the place. For Iris's sake. Isn't that right? Ah.
We knew why you'd done it from the start, Gina. Of course we did. You're not
No,
subtle.
Maverick. Maverick, no. Hi, Maverick. But
Oh, you knew you wouldn't do anything mean like that, Ginny. I just knew it.
Maverick, you're gonna knock over stuff. You sit. Sit, honey. Well, sit.
When I
wasn't gonna sell it, I was gonna eat it.
Yeah. When I saw the manuscript in the storeroom, it reminded me of what you'd said the night before.
Grown-ups do a lot worse than that, believe me. Barefaced liars, the lot of them. You just ain't realized it yet. I'm telling ya, that manuscript ain't at Winnabank's. You'll soon see if you had a look. You'd soon see.
If I'm honest, I have wondered if Hurley was telling me the truth sometimes. I mean that I sometimes wonder if he might have hidden my manuscript somewhere. Somewhere I don't know. Even though it's wrong of me to doubt him. Oh, Ginny, that was so sweet of you. But now you're in jail.
Alright, alright. I'll tell you why I did it. Just stop looking at me like that, Iris. It weren't because of Iris. That's not why I did it. Oh? I just wanted to know the truth, that's all. You wanted to know if Mr. Sholmes was being honest? If he really had deposited the manuscript at Windabanks? It's like I told you the night before. I had enough. I never had a father. But Iris's lot ain't like mine. She's got her dad, and only she can't see him.
Yeah, she can't. Ever.
I reckon that's got to be harder. That's why she writes her stories. They're about her dad, really. That's what it sounded like to me, anyway. Last night, when I was listening to what you were saying.
Stories about Daddy.
You mean they're not the adventures of a great detective so much as the adventures of a great detective and his trusty partner?
Well, that's how I see it, yeah.
You're so thoughtful and kind, Jeannie.
Yes, and we never thought any differently, did we? Look, give it a rest, will ya? I hate all
baby
this
girl.
chummy nonsense. Do you
Oh,
hear it? I
God,
hate it.
baby girl.
I don't trust no one, right? That's how I work. Because if you don't trust no one, then you can't. Then no one can let you down. So leave me alone. Go on, Scarper.
You done? I hadn't noticed until now, but it's unmistakable. Right there on both sleeves of that overcoat are some very suspicious red stains.
Uh-oh. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
I think it might be worth presenting some of our other findings in that area to Gina now. Okay.
The blood. Are we gonna shoot her arms?
Those stains on the sleeves of your new coat, Gina, they're blood, aren't they? Not that I know whose blood yet.
What?
Blood.
Blood, Mr. Naruhodo?
You don't appear to have any obvious wounds yourself, though. So, could it be blood that's spattered from Mr. Windybanks when he was shot last night?
Let's not beat around the bush here. Time to shoot a bitch. This trusty friend of mine will result much faster than anything else.
Take it easy, Iris.
Don't move, Ginny. I'm going to shoot.
Damn.
Cold blood. Well,
Purple? Oh? Oh. Oh, shit. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Oh.
what the? Forget the sleeves.
The whole couch is covered in blood.
Of course. The black color of the fabric is masking the stains. That's why we haven't seen them until now.
And the blood has reacted with the chemical to turn it a purple color, which matches only one of the samples we've already collected perfectly. Oh,
Barney
yeah.
the dinosaur.
Yes, now let's see who's had the purple blood. Yes, it was the brick maker, Mr. Mason. Victim of the murder. Wow, brrr, here we go. Victim of the murder case 2 months ago.
I knew it.
Maverick, no. Maverick. No. What are you all on about? The victim. It's a rather uncomfortable situation, Mr. Naruhodo, but I think this makes things quite clear. It means the omnibus case is finally solved.
Yeah.
The truth about who really murdered the brickmaker, Mr. Mason, is revealed. Boy, would someone explain what's going on? Stop telling half a story.
So, Sato, let's chat.
Oh.
We can see now that the victim's blood is all over Mr. McGilded's overcoat.
But in the trial 2 months ago, the defendant said in his testimony,
Now I ask you, what a good-hearted soul would rush to help a fellow bleeding from his stomach? It was about to start worrying about me gloves now, was I? I reached out to give them any hand.
But if you look at this overcoat now, it's clear. These stains couldn't have arisen from Mr. McGilded trying to pull the victim to his feet.
no. If that was what had really happened, the blood wouldn't have splashed all over the front of the coat.
The only explanation for this pattern of blood is that it splattered over Mr. McGilded's coat when he stabbed the victim in the stomach. I've tried to run from the truth for long enough, but there's no escaping it now. The true culprit in that case, Mr. Mason's killer, Magnus McGilded.
And he's dead. Maybe, not really.
Mr. Naruhodo,
That horrible case is solved at last. And I helped the man walk free from that trial. I used all that twisted testimony and all that sham evidence to prove his innocence. How could I have let that happen?
We didn't have the gun.
I've tried not to let that happen. I'd like the court record to show
Mm-hmm.
that they made me.
You know, did you believe him though?
No, I thought he was a lying bitch from the beginning. Thank you.
Did you believe Mr. McGill Oh, that guy. Oh, was innocent.
I believed, or rather, I think I was trying to believe. I wanted to, because believing in those you represent in court is a defense lawyer's greatest weapon.
A weapon?
Before we came to Great Britain, a great friend of mine taught me a valuable lesson.
Boyfriend?
Yes.
you mean Kazumu-sama?
The Bay?
Oh, look at him. In that fake wind that always keeps those tails fluttering.
Listen, Ryunosuke. We lawyers are only human. We can't know for sure what is the truth and what is a lie. Which is why we must resort to our primary weapon. An unwavering belief in our clients. That is all we really have.
Great, thanks. Stop
And-
talking and kiss me now.
Hopefully evidence.
Unwavering belief.
I'm ready with the cameras.
Hey, Maverick! Maverick! No. You can wait. Only when we truly believe in what our clients tell us can we fight with everything we have for their cause. In any battle, there can be no victory without faith.
We're good.
So I believe you. Waveringly.
And we can make out in the defense's bench now.
And now I pronounce you husband and husbando.
What's funny, Gina?
Singapore sounds like this empire of Japan you come from. Everyone must be soft.
Huh?
Also, fun fact, it's kind of funny and ironic that my Sherlock Holmes book is what follows.
Well,
Well, come on. Look at this mess it's got you into, believing that bog trotter.
yeah.
How dare you speak ill of my dead boyfriend?
I know. Yes, he got murdered by a cat, but yeah. I inadvertently helped a murderer walk free.
Well, at least you've learned your lesson now, eh? Believing in people's never worth it. Someone always stabs you in the back in the end.
Or the front, in this case.
Yeah.
As soon as you let down your guard, you've had it. You have had it.
Mm-hmm.
Take a leaf out of my book. Believe no one and get hurt by no one.
That sounds like so sad.
Gina, may I ask you something?
Did you ever see Kazuma?
What? I'd like to just make absolutely sure. What would you like us to do with this representation papers for tomorrow's trial? Guys, we are almost at a stopping point. Can you please relax? How many times do I have to say it? Rip them up and chuck them away. Guys, are you really sure that's all you want? I bet that's what he wants and all now. Mr. I'm a believer lawyer over there. Guys, relax.
I'm a believer.
Don't forget it was me in that trial 2 months ago. I led everyone up to the garden path, didn't I? Shh. And you're telling me you can believe me after that? Not likely. Well, Mr. Naruhodo?
A lawyer's primary weapon is an unwavering belief in his clients. Ultimately, it comes down to whether or not I feel I can trust Gina after everything that's happened. Can we trust her?
Yeah!
I mean, she's a 17-year-old. What's the worst she can do other than tear down my self-esteem?
Yeah.
Gina, let me say it again. Please allow me to represent you in tomorrow's trial.
Are you half-baked?
Not at all. You've not once admitted to committing the crime, have you?
She didn't.
What's more, I believe that you're telling me the truth.
Seriously, Mr. Narrow Odo?
Narrow Odo.
You tried.
She did. At least she tried.
Didn't you hear what I said before? I'm a born liar. Fibs just trip off my tongue. And I'm a diver, don't forget. I pulled the wool over your eyes 2 months ago. I got you all into all sorts of trouble. Why would you ever trust me now? I just don't get it.
Iris said so.
Gina. I do understand why you choose not to put your trust in others. But I assure you, there is more to this life than you realize. What do you mean? The world we live in is full of people you would do very well to trust. People who wouldn't ever let you down. Eh?
It's true that I'm just a student of law, and I'm certainly lacking in courtroom experience. But I can promise you this. Whatever happens, and until my very last breath, I am completely on your side.
Nationwide is on your side. Naruhodo is on your side. Anyway.
Exactly.
What do you expect me to say to that?
Aw.
Oh, baby girl.
It's okay, kiddo. We're here for you. You don't have a dad, I'm your new dad.
He gets head pats.
Then it's decided. I will take these papers now, carry out the necessary preparations for tomorrow's trial. It would be a shame to throw them away now after it's been penned with your name so beautifully.
So sweet. Damn.
Do what you like. You Eastern lot are I don't know what you are, I don't get you.
Yay!
Yay! The sun has broken.
Gina's taken herself off to the back of her cell. She'd never admit it, but I hope she's feeling relieved. That turned out all right in the end, I think.
Probably thinking about Cosmo right now. Oh?
Whatever's hiding there. Whoever's hiding there. Show yourself at once. Eavesdropping is the height of cowardice.
Miss Susato?
Mr. Sato, I need to go to the bathroom. Somebody's there in the shadows. I can sense it. Somebody who wasn't there before.
He's a
What?
ninja. Oh? Oh, well. Blimey, you're sharp, eh? Oh. I suppose you were using one of the mystic Japanese arts, like the art of stealth I've heard so much about.
If anyone was being stealthy, it was you, Inspector.
Yes, I'm Batman.
Susato's not a dowsing rod.
Susato senses are tingling. Oh, dear me, I'm terribly sorry, your ladyship. I didn't mean to startle you.
How long have you been listening to our conversation?
Oh, good grief! Listen again. No. I just got word that there were some visitors who were refusing to leave even though it was after hours. Oh, I assure you, your ladyship, I only just arrived. This very minute, not a moment earlier.
Nobody told us it was time to leave.
Yeah.
That's all. That's it. Nothing untoward. Nothing at all.
After hours? Is it that late already?
So then, I'll humbly excuse myself now, your ladyship. Ta-ta, toodaloo, cheerio, best bye-bye and bye.
That's a lot of farewells, and not one of them appropriate for her ladyship.
Bye, bitches. How about that?
Oh, but I wanted to have a chat.
I'm terribly sorry, but the time's pressing at a minute.
Oh, I see. And that's a shame.
I don't get this emergency at the Supreme Court dealt with sharp-ish. Lord Strongheart will, well...
Emergency.
Lord Strongheart?
Oh, nothing. Forget I said anything anyway. I'm off.
All right, Gregsy. You have to. But let's chat soon. Or else. Remember,
Is that
I
a
have
death
a
flag?
gun.
Delighted, charmed, can't wait. If you please, my pleasure.
That's a lot of pleasantries, and not one of them sounded sincere.
Gregsy
Maverick.
is so funny. He says so silly things.
It's certainly entertaining to see an inspector of the police fawning to a 10-year-old girl. But anyway, I wonder what this emergency is at the Supreme Court.
I'm the most powerful being in existence.
I must attend the court's attend the court clerk's office now before it closes.
Yes, of course. Thank you, Miss Susato.
Kindly escort Iris home now, Mr. Naruhodo. I shall meet you there later.
Yes, ma'am.
You got it. And so our investigation came to an end. Susato-san went to file the necessary papers for my defense of Gina the following day, and then it hit me. I could no longer suppress the wretched feeling that had been gnawing away at my insides. Tomorrow, Susato-san would be leaving Britain and making her way back to Japan.
No.
16th of April, 11:13 p.m. Naruhodo's Legal Consultancy.
We're all alone.
Naruhodo-san. It's been a very trying day, hasn't it? I do hope you're not too exhausted.
What about you, Susato-san? Today has been even more trying for you, I'm sure. Mr. Sholmes was shot before our eyes, Gina was arrested, all on the back of the news that her father's fallen ill and that she must return to Japan at once. I hope your father recovers soon.
Thank you for your kind words. I wonder why it is that so many thoughts rage in my head like a storm, and yet I seem unable to find the words to express any of them.
I know exactly what you mean.
Anyway, I have one final task to complete as your judicial assistant. Once that is done, I shall make preparations for my departure tomorrow.
One final task? Are you going to hit me?
Are we getting one last Susato's takedown?
Yeah.
It's just 2 months since we arrived in London. But we've managed to establish this office. It was finally feeling as though we were settling in. I would be lying if I said I felt no regret.
I'm so sorry, Susato-san.
It was just so sudden. I really don't know what to think. I've had no time to gather my thoughts.
I know we've only been here a short time, but in my limited experience of the courtroom, I feel I've learned something.
And what would that be?
It seems to me there are many facets to people's personalities.
Facets?
And like a jewel, the light plays off them in complex patterns, illuminating their actions and their motives. But we see only a small number of the total facets, and what is illuminated is only a part of the whole story. What lies in the shadows? What do those facets we cannot see look like? Perhaps there are some parts we'll never lay eyes on for as long as we live.
That's so true.
Sometimes I feel as though I'm blind to so much, but I keep hoping that one day it will all become clear, that all the facets will be illuminated, and I'll finally understand how everything fits together.
Naruhodo-san.
I suppose what matters is that we keep our eyes open and keep moving forward, even if the way sometimes seems dark.
It's amazing to think it's been just 2 months. You've grown so much.
Love it when a 16-year-old is thinking about how much I've grown.
Yeah,
Sorry.
No more Susato takedowns. Time for Susato hug.
Yeah. What?
Oh, no, it was nothing. Unimportant.
It was very important.
Do you know what time you'll leave London in the morning?
Yes, I picked up my ticket earlier. I shall be leaving here at 4 a.m.
Oh, I see. Well, I'll escort you to the station.
Absolutely not.
Sorry?
I'm sure you realize why I could possibly let you do that. You have a very important day ahead of you tomorrow.
Gina's trial. Yes, I know, but...
That's chivalry. Every word you utter will have the potential to determine Gina's fate. Ooh, I love. You must get as much rest as possible. Even though, like me, I'm sure you will find it hard to sleep. But please, for me, do try.
Let's.
You mentioned one final task a moment ago. What did you mean?
Oh my, I nearly forgot. I mentioned it and then immediately forgot about it.
No!
Please, I want you to have this.
Her book! What is
No!
that? Some
This hurts me.
huge bundle of documents.
There's no way she's actually leaving. Is she actually leaving?
I don't know.
It's my notes from the case 2 months ago. The murder that was committed on the omnibus.
The McGilded case.
Seems to me that this case of Mr. Winterbeck's murder, of which Gina is accused, is very much tied up with the omnibus case, in ways that are not yet completely apparent. So I took the liberty of consulting my writings about the case for you.
With everything else she's had to think about, Sato-san still managed to do this, and all neatly laid out for me in her beautiful handwriting.
It was my pleasure. I can only hope that it will bolster your case tomorrow for Gina.
Thank you so much, Susato-san. I will do my best to use it wisely. You really are the best judicial assistant in the world.
She is.
Well, that's extremely flattering. But I am sorry to say
That I'm not the best lawyer in the world, that was a given.
that I've been a complete failure.
Sorry? I didn't quite catch what you said there.
Oh. Ayo.
Maverick, sit down. Oh, ignore me. I was just mumbling to myself.
Yeah, that didn't seem like mumbling.
Tee-hee. I'm such a failure.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Well, it's getting rather late. I think you should go to bed now, Naruhodo-san. I must finish packing up my things in my room.
Susato-san, I
wish you the very best of luck tomorrow. Good night.
Wait! There's something I need to say.
Oh shit!
What was that?
To go the fuck to sleep.
A secret
Take
technique
down.
of mine. The Susato shutdown.
Oh,
Shut
fuck.
down!
Wow, don't mess with her.
Please, I implore you. If we have
We're
to
just
voice our
upside
goodbyes.
down.
Yeah, and she got a little, softer.
Yeah.
I won't be able to hold back my tears.
Oh, baby girl.
Oh, Susato.
No, baby girl, come back.
I hate this.
No,
See
we're
Parkinson crossing
dying.
his eyes.
Oh no.
Sato-san.
Oh, we blacked out. Well,
It truly had been a trying day. On our feet for hours, getting Gina to open up to us, and learning the truth about that nemesis of a case. Physically and mentally, I was exhausted, and yet the idea of sleep seemed impossible. But I forced myself to close my eyes. And as a cacophony of scenes of our lives here in London played through my mind, eventually, my fatigue triumphed and I fell into a deep sleep.
Mostly because we had been shut down by Sasaka.
Yeah. I know, I was terrified like we were going to hit the floor and then just pass out.
Yeah.
It's a Susato shutdown. It's the same thing as when you, like, press the power button on your computer for ages. 17th of April, the small hours, St. Centers Hospital, Ward 3. Yes, I quite understand. I don't know who this is. That is a
Oh.
great weight off my mind. His forearm survived!
Yeah, let's go! There they are in plain
Oh.
sight. Rest assured, I shall put everything in my place exactly as we have discussed. Thank you so much. It has been an honor and a pleasure to be acquainted with
Oh,
you,
Mr.
Mr.
Sholmes.
Sholmes, whoever that is. Oh, whoever was talking to me, I
Yeah.
have no idea who that was. On the contrary, pleasure has been mine. Look at my forearm, isn't it gorgeous? I bid you farewell and Godspeed. Oh, it's my dear madam. Oh,
So I hate
God,
all of this,
why?
thanks.
Well,
But we
that
have
one
hit our to
hurt.
be continued.
That one hurt.
Everything
Well,
hurts,
that was so
and
good.
I'm so sad.
Now I'm sad. Yes, this is the well. Okay, no offense. Of course, he would be the last person that she wants to say goodbye to. You know
Full
what I mean?
offense taken.
It ain't even us. It's him.
Ah,
Damn. But those forearms be powerful as fuck. So
I knew that he didn't love us. She didn't love us. That's fine.
yeah,
Alright.
Sheila, we're not her type.
We're not.
Clearly.
I mean, she's also like 10 years younger than us, so she doesn't need to be our type, but she definitely should not be Sholmes' type.
Yeah.
So just putting that one out there.
Fangirl power, I guess, is what drove her to go to the hospital.
So next stream is Tuesday, 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific. Maybe we'll pick up the trial. We'll find out. Anyone got any announcements?
Uh, think of anything new that I didn't mention already. I already mentioned my 2 concert things upcoming. But yeah, that I'll just remind people as it gets closer. It's fine.
Sounds good. Reminder that please order some new COVID tests, get vaccinated, wash your hands, wear your masks, and we will be back on Tuesday. Have a good night, all. Bye.
Bye.